friends. Today is Friday. I don't normally do videos for you on Friday, but this is a video that you can complete over the next couple of days. So I sent your parents some math work for you to complete, and it's things that we've been working on. And I'm going to go through it with you. Okay. So there's a few, this is what it looks like. There's 4 pages, and I made them. And they got out of order in the way that I printed them. So what I want you to do is first put them in order. So this is page 1. It looks like this. It has a box of 4, okay, with equations at this on the bottom. Okay, on this side. Sorry, on this side. So what I want you to do is I want you to write at the bottom. I'm going to do it in a pen, but I want you to do pencil. Write the number 1. Okay. And then I want you to write your name. Do you see where it says name over here? I want you to write your name. Can I write my name upside down? I can't do the S upside down. Okay. Again, you're doing this in pencil. Okay, that's number 1. Okay. Number 2. Number 2 is right here. This is page number 2. I'm going to have to write number 2 in this corner over here. Okay, 2 with a circle around it. Number 2. Do you see that? Wait, where did it go? There we go. Number 2 with your name right here. Don't write my name. Can I write my S upside down? Maybe. Did I? I did. Okay, number 2. That's page number 2. Okay, making a little pile over here. Page number 3 is right here with the shapes. Okay, so I'm going to write a little 3 down here with my name. Okay, you see that? Okay. Then this is page number 4 with the heart on it. I wrote a little note for you. So you can write number 4 at the bottom and circle it. And then you need to write your name right here. Okay. So, all right. Here we go. So now we're going to go over each thing on here. Okay, so this first page, so I want you to get out number 1. Okay, here is page number 1 right here. Okay, now this is a counting page. Okay, so you're going to have to find your parents and you're going to count to them. Here you're going to count by ones as high as you can, and then write the number that you counted to here. So it says, I can count by ones to the number, and I know that, I don't know. I think you're probably going to be able to count to the number 100, and you can have your parents help you write that number. Okay, now, over here is I can count by tens to, and remember 10s are like this. 10, 20, 30. Remember that? Okay. And so maybe here you get to the number 70, or maybe you get to 100, which is what I think you are going to be able to get to. But I'm just writing this so that you know what to do. Okay, now this is probably a tricky one. I can count by 5s too. So this is where you count by 5s, like this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And let's say I only got to 25. You have to have your parents help you with this, okay? Because sometimes you don't know where you stop. So they're going to help. You're going to count to them, okay? Count to them, then they're going to help you write the number, or they can write the number. Okay, so here's an example of what that looks like. So you counted to 100, counted by ones to 100, or I did. I counted to 100 by ones. I counted to 70 by tens, and then I counted to 25 by fives, okay? So this is the part where you're gonna have to really have your parents help you with how much you counted to. Okay, now the next part here is solving equations. So I can solve these equations. This first one is 4 plus 2. Maybe you know that, or maybe you have to put the bigger number in your head and count on. Okay, so like this: 4, 5, 6. And then you would write the number 6 right here. Okay, see that? Okay, then I want you to do the rest on your own. Okay. I want you to finish this page. Okay. Pause the video and finish this page. That's what I meant to say. Pause the video, finish this page before you go on to the next page. Okay. Go ahead and press pause. Okay. Now that you finished the first page, let's move on to the second page. Maybe this is a different day, or maybe this is in the same day. Okay, so I'm getting out page number 2. That is the page that we wrote number 2 on. Okay, and I'm going to show you what I want you to do. So the first part is basically a number talk. It says, I can show the number 29 in 4 different ways. So here you are building the number 29 in 4 different ways. So I want you to think, and I'm going to show you my little number talk that I did the other day. Okay, I have so many different ways that I did the number 29. Okay. Okay, so hold on before I tell you that. So there's so many different ways. There are tens and ones. There are equations. Okay, lots of equations. There is this fact family that you can do. Okay, there is subtraction, sort of. You can work with the number 29 and do subtraction, only if you do a fact family. If what I just said is confusing, do not do that. Okay, you can do fives or tally marks. Excuse me. Okay, so there's lots of ways that you can show the number 29. So I'm going to go over them again. Equations. Okay. Tally marks. Fact families. Tens and ones. You can also do groups of 10. I didn't do that on here. Let's see. I wonder where my pen is. You can do groups of 10 if you were to do like dots. 1, 2, 3. This is for this number 25. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and circle it and label 10. Okay. And you need how many groups? 2 groups of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10, and then you can do ones. This was 5, so I have to do 5 dots out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's another way that you can even do this. If the number 29 is too hard, you can do the number 15. Okay, 15. If 29 is too hard, okay, you can do the number 15. All right? Okay, so there's your basically number talk. Okay. Also, try to do 4 different ways. And if you can't do 4 different ways, do 1 way or 2 ways or 3 ways. Okay? Okay, so that's just that's one thing I want you to do is this number talk. Okay. The next part is it says I can make 3 different equations that equal 10. So here I have we call this a number tree, a little bit different than a fact family because there's no subtraction. This is just addition. Okay, so you have to make different equations that equal 10. Different equations that equal 10. Okay, they can be, but not the same. Okay, so for example, that's why I did question marks here. Okay, because you're going to have to do 3 different ways to make 10. Okay, so for example, maybe the first one, I want to do 5 and 5. Okay, so I'm going to do that. 5 plus 5, and you can use that. Okay, for the second one, it's a little wonky the way I drew these, but the second one, it can't be 5 plus 5. It has to be other numbers that equal 10. Same thing for the third one. It can't be the same as either of these. Okay, it has to, whatever the combination has to be different than these combinations, and that has to equal 10 as well. Okay, that was our second page. Second page, okay. Put the video on pause. Finish this second page. Okay, go ahead and pause the video. Okay, now we're on to page 3. Maybe it's a different day. Maybe it's the same day. Okay, page 3. Page 3. Okay, so this is a fun one. I think you're going to love it. Okay, we're going to go for the first one here. Okay, so, and I'll do the first one with you. Okay, so it says, I can draw teen numbers using tens and ones. Okay, we're going to do this first one together. Every number that's next to the tens and ones is like the number that I want you to draw. Okay, so for 11, I need 1 10 and 1 1. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. And I want you to do that for the number 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay? All right. This one is fun. Okay, this says, the bottom one says, excuse me, I can draw a picture using these shapes. We did this sort of before where I had you draw a house using different shapes. Okay, really, you can do anything that you want, but I want you to use a circle, a triangle, a square, a rectangle, and a diamond, which is also called a rhombus. Okay, so that is your page 3. Go ahead and pause the video. Okay, maybe this is the same day, and maybe it's a different day. I don't know, but it's the last day. That is what I know of this math work. Okay, this is page 4. Page 4. Okay. Now, this is a fun one too. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about it. The first, you need your parents' help for this first one. Okay, so it says, I can compare and contrast 2 different objects. Draw 2 objects and have an adult write about how they are different and the same. Reminder, last week we did this. My nose is tickling me today. There's a lot of pine pollen in the air. Woo, excuse me. Okay. We did this the other week when I drew, I don't know if you remember, I'll draw it on a whiteboard. If you remember, I drew 2 objects. Okay, well, this is not like, I'm not going to do the whole thing because it's going to take me forever. Okay. Hold on, that's too big. Still, what is going on here? Okay. Remember this? We compared and contrasted a tall apartment building or like a skyscraper with a house. So do not use this example. Do not use this example. Do not use this example. No. No, don't use this example. Think of something in your own brain. A lot of you actually did this work. You can think about, what did you do? You went in your house, you found two different objects and you compared and contrast them and you sent me a video, which were amazing, by the way. Okay. So you need to go find two different objects. Okay. Think about how they are the same and think about how they are different. Okay. And that's all I'm going to tell you about that one. Okay. The next one is about subtraction here. Okay. So that is, let me get this in it says, I can solve these equations. 5 minus 4, 5 minus 1, 4 minus 2, 3 minus 3. You might know what 5 minus 4 is, but if you don't, this is a way to do it, is to draw 5 things. I'm going to draw just circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to cross out, because it was minus 4. I'm going to cross out 4 of the things. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many is left? 1. There's my answer. Okay. And that is what I want you to do for the rest of this, all of these equations. Okay. Now this is the most important part of the whole math work right here. It says, wow, you worked so hard. Go celebrate. And then it says, I love you for being you. Love, Miss Rosie. I really do love I really do love you for being you. You do not have to be anything else than who you are and what you are already, because you are perfect as you are. Nice work, friends. Super excited to get this from you. Don't you dare stress out about it. And if you do, please reach out to me. Okay? Okay. Sending you so much love.